In this tutorial, we're going to demonstrate how to smooth analysis values. In a previous tutorial, we measured the tongue tip movement along this orange measurement fiducial and the tongue root movement along this pink measurement fiducial. And if we have a look at these analysis values of the distance variation along this pink line, for instance, we can see it's a little bit noisy in this region. Move through it slowly, we can see this is because the estimate is fluctuating a little bit just due to the error in the tongue contour estimation. So we can smooth this out, smooth out these slight fluctuations, and we can do this using maths values. So if we go into Edit Analysis Values, and we'll create a maths value, create new, and we'll call this tip dist underscore sn for smoothed. Okay, and we'll base this on the base expression tip dist. So that's the data that it's going to take as input. And we want to filter it, so we're going to use this edit filter option. And we're going to select the Savitsky-Golay filter. This is a smoothing filter. We'll select m equals 4. There's two options of shapes of filter here. This one is slightly sharper cutoff. Now, I think by default, you normally get a 20 millisecond window length, which corresponds to an 82 hertz cutoff, but tongue movement is quite slow. So a value of around about 100 or perhaps 120 will give us, well, in this case, 100 milliseconds gives us roughly a 16 hertz cutoff. So it's only going to look at movements of 16 hertz and less. So we'll click OK. And we'll just do that again for the root. So this is root dist underscore sn for smoothed. Again, go into edit. Oh, again, up here we need to say what the input is. So it's root dist. If you don't get the name quite right, you'll see an error down here saying that root dist doesn't exist. As we put the T in, it recognizes it. Again, we'll click on filter, Savitsky-Golay. Remembers the last settings that you used, so that's convenient. And if we select close. Now, if we select all of these values up here in the find chart function and select common axis and replot these, we should get them being plotted on top of each other. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We need to save these maths values into the database to avoid us having to recalculate them every time. And to do that, we'll press this recalculate button. So that's it, just recalculating. You can do this just for the current recording, or you can do it for all recordings in the session, but we will just do it for this one recording at the moment. And if we close that, and now if we go into select these common axis, now it's a little difficult to see here, but if I switch off the tongue root raw data, you can see that there is a smoothed version down here of the pink line. Now if we picked even lower values than 16 hertz, we could get this to be a little bit smoother, but you'd want to be careful not to lose any of the actual movement data from this. So in another tutorial, we'll show how to export these smoothed analysis values.